What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for clicking. So I meant to do this video a little bit earlier. It's been kind of a rough week for me. It got knocked down a little bit, but when you get knocked down, you get back up. So here I am. It's been just a little bit over a month since I got my Rolex Oyster Perpetual. I wanted to do this 1 month review, but it's been a few days past that. So what I want to do today is give you some thoughts about the different aspects of the watch now that I've had it for a little bit of time. So the first thing I want to talk about is the color of the dial. I got the coral red, as you guys know, and so it's not obnoxious at all. It's very well done. It doesn't look cheap, and it definitely catches your attention. It's really interesting because depending on if you're indoors or outdoors or in dark light or in natural sunlight, the shade really changes, and again, it's just very interesting. I think I like it more and more every time I look at it. You know, I was thinking back, you never think to yourself, damn, I wish I had a red watch, right? But now that I have it, I just look forward to wearing it every other day. It kind of reminds me of those high-end Mercedes sedans, those S500, S600s. Nobody ever thinks to themselves, damn, I want a ruby car, but you see it and it works. So that's kind of what this coral red is to me. So I mentioned I wear this thing every other day. I take turns between this and my Sky Dweller. On the days that I wear my Oyster Perpetual, I find myself looking at the date almost every time I wear it. So the second thing I wanted to point out is there's no date. Of course, you guys all knew that already, but if you're used to wearing a watch with the date, if you're used to using that function, if you're not used to picking up your phone and looking at the date that way, I'm still not getting used to that yet. It's just something to think about. Next is the size. When I did my unboxing video about a month ago, a lot of people commented that they thought that this looked a little bit too big on my wrist. For your reference, my wrist is about 7.25 inches. I think this 41 looks perfect on my wrist. Maybe it's because I'm used to wearing bigger watches. The Sky Dweller is 42. When I was wearing around the AP, it was 44. I like bigger watches. I don't think it looks weird. In fact, I think the smaller watches look weird to me. So to each their own, I guess, but there does seem to be a lot of strong opinions on size. Next thing I want to talk about is the weight of this watch is not substantial. When I did my unboxing video, I compared the story of where I got my Submariner, and when I wore it, it just didn't feel substantial. I feel the same way about my watch now. It's not substantial. I didn't know if that was going to bother me. A month into it now, it doesn't bother me at all. Yes, I like the heft when I wear my Sky Dweller. This is obviously not that, but it doesn't bother me or feel cheap or anything like that. Two more things I want to talk about. First being the bracelet. So the bracelet is brushed stainless steel all the way across. All three links brushed stainless steel. It's not something I considered when I first got the watch. I was indifferent towards it. Having owned it now for a month, I love it. I think it matches with the simplicity of the other features of the watch. I've said it once, I'll say it again, Rolex knows exactly what they're doing when it comes to the design of their watches. And then the last thing I want to talk about is I was a little afraid when I got the smooth bezel that I would be putting some scratches on it. When I first got my Sky Dweller, I was surprised at how easily scratches appear on this watch. The stainless steel that they use is a relatively soft metal, I guess. I don't know. But it was not uncommon for me to get scratches on the sides of the case. As you know, the Sky Dweller has the fluted bezel. This one does not. The fluted bezel hides scratches pretty well. So this smooth bezel combined with the rest of the watch, I wasn't super excited about scratching this thing up. Fast forward a month, the lesson I've learned with this watch is that as long as you're a little bit cognizant of where your hand is, you can avoid a lot of scratches. You know, I'm not walking in anywhere covering my watch or anything like that, but I do put a notepad down to protect the clasp when I'm working at my computer. I'm cognizant when I open doors. I'm not extra careful or anything like that. And so far, I was just looking at it under a loupe. I don't think I have any significant scratches at all. The only thing that I noticed under the loupe was how dirty this thing is, that you can't tell when you're looking at it with the naked eye, but it is what it is. Guys, short video today. Just wanted to give you my thoughts on the Oyster Perpetual. I love this watch. $5,900. If you can get yourself on a waiting list, I highly suggest it. Looking forward to being a little bit busier with making videos in the future. Again, sorry for the delay this time. Really appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate the comments. If you like the video, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I make videos on watches, but also maximizing your lifestyle. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.